Joining me today is Chef Peter Smith, the owner of PS7's restaurant in Chinatown, Penn Quarter.
Yep.
And we're going to be making a really fun dish today.
Absolutely.
We're calling it teas on scallops.
Teas on scallops.
All right.
That's right. Well, the dish itself is basically based on tisans. That's why we call it tisan. A tisan is a tea that doesn't have any tea in it.
Okay.
So we're using an apricot tea and one that's called Mind and Body, and they're all from.
And these are our teas here.
They are teas, and they're all from teaism. So this is an apricot tea, and this is the Mind and Body, and this one is really floral. It has chamomile blossoms and apricots.
That's like intoxicating aroma.
It's awesome. And then this one is the Mind and Body, which is a little bit more on the spice side. So there's orange and burdock root and cardamom and things like that.
Like a little orange peel.
So we're gonna take
a little earthier.
Yeah. So we're gonna take all the teas and we're gonna put them together. We're gonna do that right now, and you need to get to work. We're gonna take the teas and we're actually gonna make a sauce.
Working for my dinner.
So we're gonna start with a mirepoix, which is basically gonna be celery, shallots, and ginger.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take my mirepoix that I've done already. We want the vegetables just to kind of soften up, sweeten up a little bit, release some of the oils out of the ginger, release the flavor out. We're gonna take some of the apricot, and we're gonna drop that in there. What's nice about this is it's gonna toast up a little bit. Okay.
So, what's the purpose of putting that in at this point?
Changes the flavor a little bit.
Okay.
It makes it a little bit more complex.
Of the tisane.
Of the tisane.
Okay.
And it helps pull some of the oils again out of the dry teas. And, well, I shouldn't say tea because there's no tea in it, but all the dried aromats.
The aromatics.
The aromatics.
Right,
yes.
right.
And like in making tea, we're going to use water.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell us what we've got next.
We've got scallops. And the other thing that we did with the scallops is these right here, which are little agnolotes. And then inside is a scallop mousse. It's like a scallop soft serve ice cream. It's beautiful. But with jasmine tea. So we took the tea, put it in a grinder, ground it up into a powder, and then dump that in with the mousse. So you're gonna get the jasmine in here and then jasmine over here. And then the tisans are gonna give you a nice big tea idea. All right, so we got that little shimmer going on. I'm gonna drop the scallops in.
Nice. That's such a good sound.
Okay, and the other thing that people do is they move things. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Okay. Yeah, you want to like jiggle it around. No. Okay.
Because the scallops are cold.
Okay.
The pan's hot. Okay, so you got a hot pan, cold scallops. You put the cold scallops in, it sucks all the heat out of the pan.
Okay.
So it cools the pan down. So if you start moving it and you shake it, then the cold moves around the pan and cools the rest of it off. So if you put it in and you let it sit, the fire underneath heats the pan up, heats the scallop up.
It's like a physics lesson.
Right.
Yeah.
Thermodynamics.
Thermodynamic lesson here.
I'm going to take these and let them rest right here for a second.
Beautiful.
And then these are the agnolotes, which we were talking about before. It's roughly to a boil, so we're going to drop those in. Really, we're not even so much trying to cook the pasta, we're trying to cook the mousse.
Inside the pasta.
Inside the pasta.
Okay.
So we don't hurt anybody.
No raw.
In theory.
Yeah. In theory, yes.
If it comes to a full boil and you forget about it, the mousse goes poof.
You have a pasta explosion.
You have an explosion.
In your.
You have an explosion in your pan. That's not good.
Exploding agnolote.
Exactly. So we're gonna drop these in here. Just gonna make sure it doesn't stick. Drop a little agnolotes down like that. All right. Take all this fun stuff. Put that
Wow,
in
and
the
the aroma coming off of the sauce is incredible. I think I can really smell the apricot.
Yeah. Take the scallop.
Whoa, cool.
Cut it in half.
Look at that, they're like little coins.
Yeah, little coins. And you do a nice little microgreen on top and you're finished.
Beautiful. That is gorgeous. And the texture is beautiful.
Nice
it's like this super smooth, delicious, and you really get so much flavor and aroma from the
Tea is fun.
tisane.
Yeah, the tisane scallops.
Tisane scallops.
There you go.
Chef Peter Smith, thank you so much for showing me how to make
You're welcome.
the tisane scallops. If you want to make them at home, the recipe will be on the website.